Defense was a story in this one as the Lady Warriors wreaked havoc on the Spartans all night. Number 3 in the nation, number 1 in the state of California. I don't think anybody would call this run improbable. A lot of competition and action takes place in this league, and if you're looking for a new way to stay active this summer, look no further. The Lady Knights kept composure, played quality soccer, and pulled out a victory. Gianni's confidence means a lot to this team. When you're on the court, you don't have to hunt for Gianni. Gianni will hunt for you. Here at Torrance Training Lab, the message is about more than just fitness. Students of the Pioneer League want the city of Torrance to know the rigors of being an aquatic athlete, and they seek the support of the community at this venue for years to come. As you heard Coach say, you're never defending a state title, you're pursuing another state title. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery High School, I'm Cedric Weldon for the Sports Desk. Jamie Hagia is a former South High Spartan who excels at anything she picks up. From dominating the competition in basketball, she looked for new ventures. She now owns Torrance Training Lab, a CrossFit gym in our backyard, and is a regular competitor in the CrossFit Games.
I grew up right here in Torrance. I went to South High School and played basketball for 4 years, and then I continued on at USC and played there for 4 years. And then I played overseas a little bit, and then my last thing, I tried out for the Sparks, the Los Angeles Sparks, the WNBA in 2012. When I didn't make the team, there was a guy who owned a CrossFit gym in LA, and he had messaged me and said, hey, you should come out and try it. And I went out one time and I loved it. And then fast forward, we opened up a gym here with my sister and him, and we've been open for almost 5 years.
The training style of CrossFit was created by Greg Glassman in the year 2000 and has built a cult following every year since. One reason for that is this regimen allows people from all walks of life to tap into their best shape.
I think a lot of it is just kind of like in general, I mean, especially being here in Torrance or LA, like health and fitness is important, but I think it's just kind of catching on everywhere that you know, like being healthy and being fit and being strong, it's kind of a good thing for men and women, you know, especially for women. I think anyone who had muscles before was kind of like looked at a little bit, you know, like differently, but I think it's cool that, you know, I saw some of these women when I first started and I thought it was amazing because I had similar body types to them, and I was like, wow, that's cool, they're being praised for that instead of like, oh man, they're too manly or they're too big or, you know, things like that. So I think it's evolving, and it's really neat and great for just all of our culture in general.
CrossFit Games are the world's premier test to find the fittest on earth. It's one of the fastest growing sports in America since its inception in 2007. 40 men, 40 women, and 40 teams gather from all over the world to compete. In 2016, Torrance's very own Jamie Hagia was amongst those chasing the fitness crown.
It meant everything because I had been trying for so long, and when you achieve something that you want so bad, it just was like a dream come true. Competing at the games was a great experience. Tough. It was 5 days of competition. I think we had 15 events or 16 events, and it's just your body is tired, but you got to mentally like just push through, and you don't know some of the events that are coming, and you just kind of roll with the punches and do the best you can do.
For the past 7 years, the games took place here in the South Bay, in my hometown of Carson, California. The StubHub Center would showcase the greatest athletes in the world and give us all a look at the sport of fitness. A recent change has since moved the games to a new venue.
I was luckily the last games that was here in Carson was 2016, and this past year, 2017, they moved it to Madison, Wisconsin. So I was so fortunate to be here in my hometown. I got to sleep in my own bed, drive my own car, eat all my own food. But yeah, it's huge. Everyone from around the world came here because it's LA, and there's so many fun things to do and places to go and see. But yeah, we swam right here in the ocean in Redondo, and I grew up there my entire life. Never went swimming in the ocean until that summer I had to like prep for it. So yeah, it was just a really good experience. Made me do things that I have never done before.
The sport of fitness isn't going anywhere, and I for one am on the bandwagon. Reporting from Torrance Training Lab, I'm Cedric Weldon for the Sports Desk. The final SoCal meet before winner takes all in state. The CIF Southern Section Finals featured the best athletes from every region. With everyone trying to punch their ticket to Fresno, the action was unparalleled.
It's awesome. You know, we had the divisionals last week, and you know, fans came out again. Murdoch Stadium's one of the best stadiums in Southern California, and you know, we really embraced that at El Camino College, making sure we could host as many events as we can, bring on high school student athletes, and just have a great day at Murdoch Stadium.
I think my race strategy has been on point. I know how to stay with the group, I know how to adjust to the race. So I think it's just finishing speed there and not being afraid to take it,
Usually this event takes place in Arcadia. This year's Masters meet is right here at El Camino College at the newly renovated track here in the heart of Torrance. Schools from almost every county in Southern California gathering here today with one goal in mind: reach the podium.
Well, I love it being here at El Camino because it's like 5 minutes away from my house. I can walk here, I can wake up late, and I had a huge support section today. From the school, from the team, alumni, they're all here to support me today, and we'll be staying to go support Caleb, who's running the 800. That's the biggest thing, the amount of support we get here.
Oh, it's convenient. I got here I left my house like 2 hours before my race time. Got here, it was pretty hot, so I didn't have to soak out here in the heat. I was pretty rested in terms of when I got here, so it's just very convenient.
Well, I think it's for the whole community. The whole South Bay community helped, get this stadium going, and, to be able to have that in their own backyard and have one of the top track and field meets in California in the South Bay and in Torrance, it's phenomenal. So, we're excited to keep it going and to keep being a great host for Southern Section. And we just did LA City Section Finals on Thursday night. So, we're busy here.
The city of Torrance will have its representation next weekend at the state meet. West Torrance Warriors Rory Aberton and Caleb Terrell both posted qualifying times in the 1,600 and 800 meter races. I caught up with both athletes following their events.
Well, I knew what I had to do. I had to get top 6 or hit the time of 154.68. So the goal was top 6, and I did that. I think I was about 5th with 100 meters left, and I passed a couple guys, but I think I got past at the very end, but I still got top 5, so I'm top 6, so that's good. Moved on.
It's amazing because at the beginning of the year, no way would I think I've ever got a shot to get to Masters or maybe even finals. In the past 2 weeks, I've got an 8-second PR, or 9-second now, I guess. And to make it to Masters, I know I didn't win today, but I moved on, and that's incredible, honestly.
The top 6 athletes from each event qualified for the state meet in Fresno. And needless to say, all these kids left it out there on the track. Reporting from Murdoch Stadium at El Camino College, I'm Cedric Welton for the Sports Desk. The Lady Knights have been in action for some time now, and one of the more under-the-radar stories is junior captain Kayla Padilla. Padilla recently joined the history books at Bishop, becoming one of 20 players to score 1,000 points.
We're having a great season so far. I'm really proud of our progress, and just being among these names in this 1,000-point club is a true honor, but I couldn't have done it without all the coaches and all the people who've supported me, but I'm just really grateful.
I think that's amazing for Kayla. She's an awesome kid. Outside of basketball, she just is an amazing young adult. She studies hard in the classroom. She's a great teammate around our girls. Reaching 1,000 points in this historic Bishop Montgomery program, I think that's an amazing feat for her, to just a testament to her hard work, her ability to score the ball, and just a great overall athlete.
Kayla prides herself on hard work to perfect her game and being an exceptional teammate. Being a captain as a junior is just one of the many hats that she wears.
She's having an amazing season. I'm asking her to do a lot. I've stretched her because I feel like she's capable of doing it. She has to lead us. She typically guards the best person on their team defensively, and then she's giving us all she has on the offensive end. She's also a leader for us. So that's a lot. It's a lot for a young athlete, but she's very capable of it. I think she's scoring the ball well. She has a lot of tools in her arsenal. She still needs some fine-tuning on a lot of things. We've been working on it, but every day she just comes to practice and works hard, gives her maximum effort, and I think her teammates follow her.
I know there's a lot of players who have the same level of talent as me, but I think what separates my game is just the hard work I put in every day. I spend a lot of time in the gym and just make sure my teammates are better, so I'm getting better as well, and I think that helps me with being captain as well, and just having the season I'm having.
There's still a ton of season left, and Kayla has other goals left to accomplish. Other than focus on herself as a player, her emphasis is solely on the team.
Oh yeah, definitely. CIF championship is always on our mind, and we definitely want to get further than we did last year with state. But just playing an overall great season and being a good team is always the goal.
With Kayla being in just her junior season, she has plenty of time to add to her already stellar legacy. Reporting from Bishop Montgomery High School, I'm Cedric Welton for the Sports Desk. Modest in speech, but never shy on the mound, Miley Newman has ascended in the pitching ranks each of her years at West Torrance High School. This season, she's a near lock to make history. Still, her only focus is to lead her teammates to a championship.
She puts in a lot of work, that's for sure, and she has a whole bunch of she doesn't play as an individual. She knows that we have her back, so as a pitcher that helps her a lot.
Well, Miley and I have been best friends since we were 4, so bringing this team together since our freshman year, because me, Miley, and Becca were the only freshmen, so we've really grown with this team. We've grown with Belcher. He's taught us a lot, and Miley's grown a lot too as a pitcher and as a player and as a person.
She just puts it out there every single day. She knows that it falls on her shoulders as the pitcher, the added responsibility that comes along with that, and she's excelling at it every day. And she knows, she wants it. She doesn't want to be sitting out. She wants the ball. She knows that those high pressure situations is what she's here to do, and she's conditioned to do that. And she's an amazing player.
Newman is a lead by example type of captain. Miley told me there's a lot of behind the scenes work to her game, which allows her to excel. She also explained to me how she motivates her teammates and the encouragement she receives from Coach Belcher to be her best.
I'm just very vocal when it comes to talking to the team and stuff. Quiet is never it never works out because nobody knows what's happening or anything. So I'm just really vocal and try to lead from that. He keeps telling me just to be me, and being me is a leader. And he's telling me to keep the work in, keep putting the work in and having fun. Having fun is his main message to me because I am really hard on myself.
Miley has already amassed over 400 career strikeouts and is on pace to reach 500 by the end of this season. After her high school career is over, she'll be taking her talents to Idaho State University.
As soon as she hits that, I know we're all going to be really, really excited for her, and just seeing that her hard work finally paid off as a team and individually is really, really proud. We're going to be all really proud of her.
She's like my field general. I mean, that's what pitchers do, and good ones excel at doing that, and she's a great leader for our team.
Idaho State it's just a really homey feel there. I was ready to go. I wanted to go far, but not too far. And I love the coaches and the players and the atmosphere out there. They're going to be getting somebody that works really hard and is really excited to be there.
A lights-out pitcher, leader, and locker room voice, and an athlete that's committed to excellence. That's Miley Newman, and that's what the Idaho State Bengals are getting next fall. Reported from West Torrance High School, I'm Cedric Welton for the Sports Desk.